Launchpad Job Club is a nonprofit. It started as a special project at my job. So my day job is that I help people find jobs, and I work essentially for the state of Texas. Our very first meeting, we had 5 people, and now we have averaged pretty consistently 300 people at every meeting. We have close to 11,000 people in our membership directory. And essentially, all those people help each other find jobs.
So if you know anybody in biotech, I would just love to meet some people and find out about different companies in town. Love to talk to them.
We do it through a lot of different methods. We share job leads with each other. We share job leads that come from all over the place. Recruiters post jobs in our groups. Since I work for the state employment agency, essentially, I come up with jobs from there where I refer them back to the state. We have job club people who are employed who share job leads with us. Every time I see an article in the Business Journal that says a company has gotten venture capital, I immediately start looking to see it. Does that look like a good resource for our people? Also, contact information. So people that are now working, they are usually happy to help somebody who wants to get a job with those companies, and so they'll share information about the culture and the interview process and things like that. Recently, we had one of our former members who is now the hiring manager for all of the wireless jobs with AT&T, and they were trying to find a lot of highly skilled technical people, and so he said, well, Launchpad would be the thing. So they had a little mini career fair at one of our meetings and hired several people that showed up for that. So they help in all of those ways. And then because our meetings and our group tend to be so large, we also have about 24 smaller groups called clublets, and they are often career specific. So we have a special clublet for project managers, and one for people who want to work in nonprofits, and one for people who want to work for the government, and career changers, and writers, and graphics people, et cetera, and creative types. And so those people often design their own programs that are helpful and motivational to their own people. So there is that way that they all help each other as well.
My name is Pam Simic. I'm a retired military intelligence officer. Just completed a master's degree in public administration and policy guidance with a specialty in homeland security. I am a volunteer search and rescue officer and do disaster recovery, and that's kind of sort of what I'm looking for.
Well, we had 15 disaster recovery jobs that we just mentioned, plus Overwatch. We have a lot of job club people who work for Overwatch. We can't tell you what they do, but I bet you know.
You'd have to shoot me if you told me, right?
I would, in the whole room.
Okay.
But that would be a good place for you. They'd love to talk to you.
Hi, my name's Kevin Clark.
Primarily, one of the things that we do very well, I think, is just try to keep people motivated. And I get lots and lots of emails from people who say, you know, I couldn't wait for the Friday meetings because, you know, if the week had been depressing and they'd gotten lots of turn downs and so forth, and then they said, I knew that on Friday I was going to feel better. And so there's that. We encourage people to volunteer at Launchpad or at the clublets just so that they take ownership of it. And they're different. They walk differently, they hold themselves differently, and suddenly they're part of the management team. And so, you know, they start as volunteers and they seem to sort of get transformed. And then that's something good they can talk about when they're in an interview. You know, what have you done that's constructive since you were last employed? And they say, well, I'm a key member of the management team of a nonprofit that helps people find jobs. So there are all those different ways.